Joshua.
Oh yeah. What are you watching?
Nothing.
You watching Fight?
Just at Hopskip bonus to be won. $5,800 in prizes. One's for baby. The hygienic way to cleanse.
Kyle.
The hottest movie
Kyle.
comes with one of the hottest soundtrack
Kyle.
albums you're ever gonna hear. 11 fabulous tracks from
You got a dirty face, Kyle.
David Bowie.
Kyle.
There's a killer on the seas. Everything it touches, it kills. And kills.
Kyle.
And kills. And it won't stop killing
Joshua.
until there's nothing left to kill.
Wave.
Help Earth Trust to stop
Why?
the drift nets. Donate to Stop the Drift Nets. Private Bag, Newton, Auckland 1. Don't you love it in the morning when the toast is hot and the butter all melted and the jam on top? Cardi's, we love it. It's the whole fruit that does it. We love it. Cardi's strawberry concern. Don't you love it? Scoop, don't you love it on scones? They never last long once the day goes on. Cardi's, we love it. It's the whole fruit that does it. Cardi's, we love it. It's the whole fruit that does it. Won't stop. Popping through. Something's cooking in the Billy T. James Show.
You've lost that oven feeling.
The show everyone's talking about. 7:30 tonight, only on 3.
Oh no, here it comes.
Come get him.
I had to go to the school to see Ricky's teacher. Jimmy and Hal went to
Damn it, did it?
You're a boy here, Walt.
Okay, come here. Come here.
How you doing today?
Fine. Thanks.
What you got?
1/8 of a cake.
What are you doing, Kyle?
Oh, it sure looks like a good one, too. How'd you like to eat that one?
What?
Can I have a little talk, huh?
Papa.
Yeah, sure. Go on, Ricky, let's go talk.
Nugget, Papa.
Of course not, honey. Don't even think that. Maybe we should call somebody.
Like who?
I don't know. How do you think he got here in the first place?
Well, my
Hi,
guess is
Sophia.
Bethlehem had something to do with it.
Why would you want to do that? What's going on?
That's Dave Benson, the building department. Honey, don't get kids inside, please. Well, Mr. Benson, what brings you out here? Thanks. I got a call from a lawyer who's made inquiry on the code out here. I told him I approved your addition, but I got to put it back. You know what? Out when we have the room.
Oh, you tried to look at my drink.
All on James's building code, dog. What about yourself? No, looks to me like you've been kind of letting things slip down.
Alarm walls.
He's done nothing of the kind. No, thank you, gentlemen. You told me exactly what is going on around here.
Oh, yeah, Miss Thurston, Ricky, he said his mom and dad were nowhere to be found the other day. They
like yourselves that have adopted a child. We could afford something like this. The law says we got to.
Is that one over there calling all you people?
Ma'am, who called us is none of your business.
What's that?
Not talking to us, everyone knows that. You got no right. Miss Marston, and you're going to have ample opportunity to have all of the questions answered.
Where's the dog gone? Carl's lunch.
Huh? Oh, Carl's lunch.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, God. Oh, thanks.
Yes, you're all right.
James Marston, present.
What are you guzzling for? You want to drink?
This is an informal hearing. We are not going to try and convict, but rather to decide. Okay? While we shall conduct ourselves in accordance with proper jurisprudence, the court wishes to inform all concerned in this case that it is aware of the delicacy of the issues before it. Mr. Sean, I assume you are ready to argue the state's case in the child's interest.
We are, Your Honor.
Marston, I assume you are ready to argue on your own behalf.
Begging your pardon. I don't see that there is harm.
Mr. and Mrs. Marston, have you obtained advice of counsel?
Take counsel in the law, Your Honor.
Do Dolly, Naughty Dolly.
Have you retained an attorney?
Why that never is the Dolly?
Say Batmobile.
Well,
Say it.
We consider it more important
bit
to call
obio.
our children than to give our hard-earned dollars to a lawyer.
The court takes note. Would you like me to appoint an attorney on your behalf, sir?
Bit obio.
Yes, sir, it does. Assuming your finances are as you described them. Any objection, Mr. Sean?
The state has no objection.
The court appoints Mr. Jason Foreman, subject to availability, and adjourns until such time as Mr. Foreman can review the case.
Please.
Mr. and Mrs. Marston, a child custody hearing is a very serious matter. I strongly suggest that you consult with Mr. Foreman and
Mario, Bob.
prosecute will befitting your responsibility here.
All right.
No.
Everybody listen up here. I don't want even one of you to think that we let anybody take you anywhere. All right? Now this hearing is something we gotta go through. We will go through with it. And when it's over, everything will be back to normal. Now does everybody understand that?
One of them stays with me to take my test.
I don't see why not.
Well, that would be the lawyer that we told you about. So why don't you kids disappear so your dad and I can talk to him, okay?
Lorraine. It's fun, Lorraine.
Good. Why? Yes, I've been trying to get hold of you all morning. Hi. I'm just on video camera at the moment. Go away.
It's just that as your lawyer, I feel I have to warn you, in light of all the evidence I've been shown, it could get very sticky. Sean has a very good margin of custody.
Which means what? They could just come in here and take Ricky back to the home?
Which means that several of your kids or to other foster homes. You see, 8 is usually the accepted limit on the number of children in one family comes out in this state. The court finds negligence in the accident. The punitive ruling would be to limit your family to that.
Tonight on 3 National News. Another innocent death from an Catholic nun as the victim. Her car blown up along with the police vehicle. And car prices plunged on the way to the new budget. We look at how far the drop's expected to go in both the new and second-hand market.
Turn to 3 National News with Joanna Paul. Sports with Eric Young and Belinda Todd with West. Join the 3 National News team tonight, 6:30, only on 3.
Noel Savings bring you New Zealand's lowest price automatic washing machine. The latest European-style Simpson Delta. Low price, $879. See it now.
Name something that rumbles. Name something that comes out of night. Name something that doesn't work if there's a hole in it. And name something that often loops. What are the answers to television's most asked questions? Find out when you play Family Feud. Tonight at 7, right after 3 National News. Only on 3.
Foreman, you've had time to review the matter of this inquiry?
Yes, I have, Your Honor. And I'd like to say at the outset that I believe this hearing to be totally unnecessary. More compassionate and loving parents than James and Janet Marston do not in all probability exist in our world.
That's quite a testimonial, Mr. Foreman. And I hope you're right, because it is probability that the bench must deal with in such cases. In the meantime, Mr. Shawn, would you like to make an opening statement?
Yes, I would, Your Honor. As Your Honor is aware, I was referred this case by charge of my office. I was made aware of an accident involving the child in question. Well, of course, I'm required by law.
Mr. Shawn, I know what the law requires of you. Would you like to state the findings of your investigation?
Upon the hearing about the accident, I proceeded to the residence of Marston's. Their view of the parents was limited to his informing them that a hearing was to be called.
Is this true, Mr. Shawn?
Your Honor, my purpose of going out there in the first place was to determine whether or not this accident had indeed occurred.
And had it occurred, Mr. Shawn?
Yes, Your Honor, it certainly had, and the Marstons freely admit this themselves.
Is this true, Mr. and Mrs. Marston?
It is, Your Honor, but we maintain had the parents been talked to in any depth by Mr. Shawn, this hearing would have never, ever been called. But to question the Marstons' competence as parents because of this one single incident, and an unfortunate incident to be sure, is patently absurd.
Mr. Foreman, in case it has escaped your notice, this hearing has been called, so the court would appreciate your acknowledging this instead of insisting we might all be elsewhere.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Shawn, to the best of your understanding, what was the nature and scope of the accident involving the child?
May I call a witness, Your Honor?
Yes, you may.
The state, therefore, would like to call Mrs. Gloria Hetman.
And Mr. Marston put his jacket around him, and he tried to warm him and calm him, which is about the time that his wife came home.
What happened?
With Ricky, usually a little extra attention, a good hug and kiss will usually do the job.
Oh no, Nina tell you guys Sandy Courts.
Does she?
Yeah? I like Sandy Courts, say that.
I wouldn't say I left him without supervision.
What would you say, Mrs. Marston?
Well, I did say what James did. My older boys were there. Jimmy and Tom.
How old are these boys?
Where does this
Jimmy is
go?
12 now. And Hal is 10.
You left a child, a troubled child, that it now appears...
Oh, here's the kids.
Now really is enough. Do we have to listen to this?
Right.
No one has ever
Should have been an actor.
child intentionally jumped into the well.
Actress.
You held your wife responsible for leaving the children alone that day?
I may have yelled at her like Mrs. Heflin said, but it wasn't her fault that this happened, and it wasn't the kid's fault either. It was an accident.
Same
And
way.
accidents
You've
happen.
just been talking
But
to her.
Mrs.
She's
Justin,
changed
you're not good parents to that boy, or any of the rest of the children. Your Honor, you just don't understand that those kids are
Because
our
she's
lives,
a
are our heart and our soul. Please, Your Honor.
Put on your hat, Josh.
You don't understand.
Okay.
Live without these kids.
Put your hat on.
If you take one of them, might as well take them all. You can't just take part of
Does
somebody's...
he have to have his coat on? Come on, get to make a coat and your... Pass the coat, please. Pass your jacket. Good boy. You are.
Mr. and Mrs. Marston, I have a message for you, so I am adjourning this court until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Your children's school is calling again, Mrs. Marston. More problems, it seems, with the very child you speak of, Ricky. Naturally, the court wants to know about these problems this morning. The court is adjourned.
Sure you don't want to come to Kelvin's mother?
Nah, it's quite alright, Lorraine.
Special taste your place. Because
If
in your
anyone
place
rings
you
this
can now
time,
serve
Val.
Wattie's Golden
Take a
Heart
message.
potato pom-poms.
No, we'll just say
plain or
we're on
bacon
this.
flavour.
Okay.
Wattie's Golden Heart. Oven bake or fry.
Hi.
Wattie's means good food.
What's on TV? Kyle?
Very busy.
What?
God, that's the third time you've been tonight.
Huh?
Come on, Coog. Come on, Coog, get in the car.
Mom. Papa.
Baba.
Daddy.
Did you see Baba?
I'll write you out a script so you can read when you get back home.
Treasures Ultra. Perfectly fitting for ultra dry, ultra comfy babies.
Chris, I'm making this video for posterity. So I'll do one of Kyle breaking into Grandma's bag. Kyle! Beat him up. Do some wrestling, Chris. Do some wrestling on him.
You might as well turn green yourself, I always say. You think I'll fit in with those little green men?
Of course, I've always thought you should be sent to the moon.
Thanks!
Oh, there it is, my home sweet home. There's the hole.
Hold on.
Richest monarch in all the world. And mine.
Mama.
Get right up close, Kyle.
King could be worth
Come on, close.
two shamrocks in this one new town. Boy, you've only dreamt of such riches, Victor. I'll believe it when I see it. And swim in it. I've never swum on someone else's money before.
Stay still, stay really still, stay still.
Crash and Rudy, how'd you like an easy chair like this in front of your TV?
It certainly would be cozy. All I need is a channel change up
No, I don't put that lens.
Hey, a golden retriever.
Too bad your best friend is from home.
Yes, but if he were here, I'm sure he'd say,
How'd you do at school, Chris? Oh yeah. What did you do at school?
Be naughty.
Yeah. What did you do at school again, Chris? Be naughty.
Yep.
Oh
No.
Go swimming?
No.
Too cold.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Especially if the snake bit has a bunch of snakes in it.
Wait! Your best friend Bardaric invited us here!
Bardaric? That conniving con artist?
That sneaky fingers!
That rat? That thief? That
You got a girlfriend?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Why not?
Don't need one.
Nikki Jenkins,
Oh.
gold medalist and top New Zealand gymnast.
Yeah, you got the right idea.
14 years of age, she's one of our youngest achievers. To keep at the top, she
Jimmy got a girlfriend?
Yep.
What's her name?
Tamara.
Mara.
Yep.
Nikki trains every day with most weekends.
Oh, yeah.
complete.
Why?
It says record. It says record.
Oh, I didn't know she wanted to talk, but...
I do.
Does it say record?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, it says record now. Now, see where your thumb is?
Yeah.
There's a red button there, or somewhere around there. Hold on. There's a little red button by your thumb. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Nah. Right, this is, Kyle. Kyle's, how old's Kyle?
2.
Kyle's 2. And, I like little 2-year-olds because you can do anything you want with them. Now, Kyle just doesn't like being with me at the moment because he wants to play with the camera. And, over there's Joshua. Yeah.
Are you kidding? I want just
Now, over here. Look over here. Now, is it going?
Yep.
Let's have a look.
It says record.
Oh, yeah, it's recording. Yeah, you're doing a good job. It's Wednesday. Wednesday. And, Kyle's going to break the camera. But, Chris is filming. Cameraman Chris. Does it record?
Yep.
Don't you dare put back in your room.
You're pointing at the roof.
I can't find it. Yeah, I feel me now.
Oh, but she comes back in again, we'll get her. Just leave a finger on it.
Right through the wall. You were just dreaming about your life, weren't you, lad? It must be a dream stuff. Sure, you better eat the country before it comes back. No need for that.
Yep, push it back
in.
in. Just leave a finger on it. No, this is Kyle. Kyle's very depressed. Look at his little hands. Dirty little hands. Dirty little boy. Show him the hands. Now, Kyle doesn't go to school yet. He goes to university. Now, Kyle's interested in TV, crying, and sleeping. He's pretty fat. Got a bit of fat on him. So, got a bit of titties there. These are his flash new shoes. Yeah, just leave it back. Kyle likes to. He doesn't talk much. Yeah, Kyle. Kyle's very tired. Is it still recording?
Yep.
Push stop.
Get one.
Hi, he said. Who's your teacher at school? Oh yeah. Mrs. Banshees. As in Susie and the Banshees. Is she a beast? No. Oh, what else can I about to say? What subjects do you take at school? What subjects do you take at school?
Writing, language, topic.
What topic? Tell me about topic. I don't know what that is.
It's a thing that you put poems in.
It's what?
It's a thing a book that you put your poems and your rhymes in.
Oh yeah. So like it's sort of like English.
Reading, studying.
Okay. What else do you do? Maths, English, topic. Eh? Pad. What's pad?
It's a book that you do.
Oh, so art. Oh, yeah, so you do art as well. Reading, yeah, writing. Yeah. Oh, that's all under English. Do you do social studies? Oh, yeah. Do you do phys ed? Do you have girls in your class? What are the girls like in your class? What? Dumb. Oh yeah, you might have to speak up a bit. Dumb. Okay. What are your friends' names? Oh yeah, and Ricky.
Quinton, Julian.
What are the girls' friends' names? Come on. Eh? Oh, you must be friends with a girl, not going out with them though. You're not friends with the girls? Oh yeah. Do you have any other teachers?
Mrs. Paola.
Mrs. who? Paola. Oh yeah, as in Paola Peralta. Oh, you don't. Oh. Yeah, okay. What time does Jeremy usually get back? 9 o'clock.
I don't know.
Support Greenpeace. Let's show the world it's not too late.
Has Jeremy been on it yet?
No, where is he? I've got to get him. Is he? I'll wait till he comes out here. Chris, oh, I've got to finish that interview. What sort of music are you into? Yeah. What bands do you like?
New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block. Oh yeah.
And the Beatles.
The what? The Beatles?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got one of these, man.
Yeah.
Have a look through there and see what ones you like. That bag. This is some. I got a record today and two tapes. I just think if you heard of them before. Yeah, I'm here. Hey? No. No, I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is.
Do you know Karen?
Oh, whatever what?
Yeah, I think it might have been your mum's kit that she bought.
What do you reckon it's out of?
Kicking, screaming.
Yeah, so what do you think of them? Yeah, what do you think of them? On a,
good.
yeah. Have you heard of the Pixies? Oh yeah. Well, this is a compilation. Just hold it. This is a compilation. It's a compilation of artists like it's dedicated to Neil Young, and they all got together and sort of made an album. But now I hear like Neil Young's pulling it off the market because I don't know, they didn't have copyrights or something. What else have I forgotten here? Oh, probably not into my music. Oh yeah, we're trying to find the batteries to this thing too, which is really cool. Okay, where's the crew? Now, New Kids on the Block and Beatles. Okay, what else are you into? I can hardly see it, Laurie, because of the light. It's not on sort of on your face. What about Kylie Minogue? Why not? Oh yeah. Jason Donovan? Yeah, he is too, eh? What about Crash? Oh, I got a really... Oh yeah, I got all that on tape. This is tea time. This is tea time. Oh wow, garlic bread.
There's some mushrooms, Marvin.
Jeremy, you go to a co-ed school, don't you? You go to a co-ed school? Boys and girls school. Oh. And you're in Form 1. I've already done with this, bro. What sort of music are you into? What sort of music are you into? Keyboard music. Oh yeah. Have you got? Oh yeah. No, I mean, what sort of bands do you listen to? None. You don't listen to any bands. You should get that synthesizer greatest hits. Let's have it on TV. It's heaps of keyboard stuff. Yeah. Hey, tell me about your girlfriend, Jeremy. No, yeah. I mean, you have. Just no. Well, how do you get on with the girls in your class?
Tastes like butter.
I remember when I was in Form 1, they used to really piss me off.
High Fresh from Harvey. It's powerful cleansing action. Bliss with Starlight and Diva.
Wow. Go-go dancer.
No ducks, no breaks. Soul to Soul and Milli Vanilli.
You watching this? Oh yeah. Are you into house music?
No.
Don't you like it? Neither do I. Neither do I. Why don't you like it?
With sales stock reduced from 30% up to a massive 80%.
Yeah, well the reason I don't like it is because it's got no rhythm and it's just drum beats and stuff. It really pisses me off. But I don't know. It's probably good for something. It's probably good for dancing, but I don't know. I don't dance. And, oh, Jeremy doesn't look too happy. What are you going out tonight, Jeremy? Gonna pick up some chicks. Okay.
The girl says,
I got it. No worries.
He's trying to come to terms with the complexities of life.
he did.
No, I won't do it anymore.
Stop for a minute.
And my,
Do you want a lolly?
I'm a very spiritual person.
Do you want a lolly,
I'm not
Kyle?
very religious. But I love what I do. I'm just so happy that I get to do what I
lolly?
I can live and doing what I love to do. And I enjoy
Kyle?
people, and I enjoy that whole thing. I mean, I have my troubles with everybody else, but I think I'm reasonably content.
Oh, do you want a lolly?
Together person. Like I said, I think I'm the funniest looking person you ever meet, but one of the realest people you ever know. I mean, and so if there's a piece that comes from that, then that's good.
You know, at the end of the film, what your character Malin says is about the men, you know, falling apart, and that the women are something like steel. Do you think that there's that steel magnolia? And I'm going to ask all of you on that question. Do you think that there is?
I think
What are you playing with, Kyle?
most generalities. I think women have some place that they can call on if they need to, if they have to.
They look very happy.
That they can rise up and survive. I think they have it more readily than
Kyle's putting the lens cap on.
I think they have it more readily than men because they're taught at an early age how to deal with emotional issues, and it makes you strong to be able to deal emotionally. And so me, yes, I think I have a place that can be strong when I have to.
Strong as steel?
Strong as steel. I hope to God I never have to go through things that Malin, went quick, that Malin went through. I don't want to go through that. Please don't make me go through that. I shouldn't even said it. I'm afraid I've jinxed my life here. No, you haven't. Oh, thank you. But yeah, I can be strong too.
Yeah, isn't there a part of you, because in order to go, as I was mentioning earlier to Julia, to that place, to bring that up, to feel that so deeply, and you know, I know a lot of us believe that, you know, projecting the thought creates it for you in your own life. So was it kind of eerie, kind of spooky for you?
Yeah.
During the scene?
It was scary for me. Julia knows because we were very united. He was in the motorhome while I was doing the scenes, and my 20-year-old son came to visit while we were doing the grave stuff. So I was, mothering was all over me the whole time, the feeling of what that is. And so throwing myself into that position was both excruciatingly painful and frightening. And many times we would hug, well, she was in the hospital bed, her kids, and I would sob, and she would sob, and she would say she was scared. And we took on the same role of mother and daughter, and it was so painful, and it wouldn't work. Because she was saying, I'm scared, Mama, I'm scared. I say it so because I don't want to be afraid. You make me cry too, so I can do that better than anybody. When we were doing the graveyard scene, I mean, I wept till I was just weak. That girl was buried, and Sally, you know, was so real, and it just tore me to pieces. We didn't have to act, none of us, in that.
Except between what went on this picture and what goes on those pictures. You don't find men doing this.
Well, I tell you that I think that Miss Academy Award, I know you've received 2 already, but that scene was some of your best work.
Yes, it was. We all agree.
And I can't imagine how exhausting it was for all.
Especially on Sally, I'm sure.
But we were all in it together. Julia wasn't there, and that's
It was the 2 loneliest days of my life. I didn't want to call anybody. I didn't want to blow anything that somebody was doing. And I sat in my house. I was afraid to leave the town so small. I thought I'll drive out. I'll drive like into the graveyard, you know. And I sat in my house. I was so happy for 2 days.
I felt that during that scene, by the end of it, I felt it was acting with you.
The reality of the situation is that they knew how painful it was for me to do this. At one point, when they were off camera, I used my own dialogue because they'd heard it so much to kick them over into Nana Land, and I used Sammy, my love. I used his name instead of hers, you know, because I knew it would kick us all into another land because it was real. It was now. He was in the other room, and we all had a relationship with him. So they knew what it was costing me. And when she has that wonderful line, and the two of them have this moment between trying to kiss, it was so real because the look on her face was so desperate, so that I didn't have to do this anymore, and we could get this over. It was like, you know, it was absolutely the now of the moment, and there was, you know, acting in it because it was at the end of the picture. We were all done, and Olympia didn't want me to have to hurt anymore, and so she's like, "You're home. Just turn on that camera." I'm so excited. I can't believe it's happening. I'm a beautician.
Glamour technician.
Glamour technician.
And I'll have you know, you are working in the most successful shop in this town. You know, I think, being a Southern person myself and this being a movie about the South, and I know how I've always been so offended many times when Hollywood does a movie about the South and Southern people and it's not real, and you almost feel like they've insulted your family. But I think every one of these ladies, you know, I was just so proud, and I know Bobby Harling was, that, and he helped a lot with their accents and all, and I think everybody was great in their role, but Daryl's role, being this beautiful sex symbol that she is, how she would want to come down and play this nerd, you know, this real nerdy, but you know, and I didn't realize how talented Daryl was until this movie. I knew that she was beautiful, and I knew that she was always good and everything, but this is one of the hardest working, sweetest, kindest people, and just for her to even be willing to.
More Daryl than anything she's ever done.
But don't you agree, though? She became this Adele, and being so willing to, as an actress, to take that on.
You look spiffing, Kelvin.
Dick. Never. That kind of shy and fiery. Oh, no.
But to be willing to wear the wigs and
to look bad in the film. I recognize you.
I look bad.
No, actually, it was, you know, it was a great comfort to me to hide underneath anything, to have any kind of disguise. So, you know, I loved it. I was very happy.
Yeah, is signaling to everybody, you know, that she has a range and an ability to change herself physically.
And that the shyness would be so painful if the character parts didn't. If you could put the cloak of the character on. Yeah. I mean, there was, I had the best time when I was on the set and Herbert didn't recognize me.
Really?
Yeah, when we were doing that camera test, I was just made my week. It made me so happy.
Daryl's one of those people, too, that just loves the character so much, she doesn't like to love it.
I love that
I mean, it's like she was Adele, really, all of them.
She never wanted to take pictures without a wig or a
No, she wanted to be Adele.
What was it about Adele that made you feel so comfortable?
Well, I had a lot of empathy for her because she sort of functions as a protagonist in that she's the outsider coming in and meeting all of these people, and so she gets to take the audience along with her, and the audience also being the outsider. And I think that, you know, I feel that way a lot, you know, in life, and I think so does everybody else sometimes, you know, so that's sort of where my compassion for her lies.
Well, that's very interesting, because I think that when people see you on screen, regardless of what role you're playing, they think you lead this really, regardless of who you are, this, you know, these things and the guy who's really boring, and just in this conversation, you think that the most quiet.
Yeah.
That's really so.
Do you feel most comfortable when you take on another character?
Absolutely, yeah. And like, even to do things like go to premieres and stuff, I mean, I've watched premiere costume, you know, movie star costume to wear the premiere because I just feel more comfortable wearing
we're all